D&Dark is an absurd, over-the-top comedy horror adventure that is intended for older audiences. Content warnings can be found in the episode descriptions.
Before everybody heads out, Imhotep kind of pulls Namun aside and says, before we do this, I have one last thing that I would like to do. He pulls out the book, and he starts to run his hand over one of the spells and mutters to himself, and the words are kind of smearing from the page and riveting themselves onto his bandages. And he looks at Namun and says, if this is to be the last time we see each other on this side of reality, and he puts his hand gently on her cheek, and the spell that is written on there is being cast, and he says, I would have it be as we once were. And I talked with Dan about this. I'm going to cast Disguise Self at level 2 on the both of us. Aww. And we are going to return to the way we looked in life.
That's sweet.
For at least this next fight.
Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
And it is the full old-fashioned pierce the veil. He does have the pigtails and the Sailor Scout uniform. And he hits the pose.
Yay!
Yay!
That's incredible.
I unfortunately do not have a token prepared for living Namun.
You know what you can use? You can use Sailor Venus. Yeah. Oh, you both are so beautiful. Hello, Sailor Namun.
Imhotep looks up and down, watches that whole transformation, and goes, you know, kind of flicks his ponytail. Mine's still better. All right.
You wish.
Larry, watching that happen, is gonna rub his forehead and go, was I reading the wrong Egyptian books? I need to go back and research some things because I don't remember any of this.
Was my Egyptian history supposed to be right to left? So, as you approach the Church of St. Mary, the terrain is beginning to warp around the presence of the Avatar of Orcus, and the ground has split and is flooded with a river of blood as demonic and undead hands are reaching up from the muck and the mire. A chasm stretches between you and the church, and in its path, being pulled magnetically towards the influence of Orcus, a plethora of demons and undead blocking the path in.
Oh my god.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Wow, love what they've done with the place. Really nice. Really sets off the whole feeling of the apocalypse.
And as the negative energy hum flows through the land, Phantom, you feel your heightened ears calling you to conduct the flow of time and action. So please go ahead and tell me how you would like to rearrange initiative.
Ooh! You actually nailed it in one for turn one. I'm gonna wait, I'm gonna do interesting stuff later, but I did want Orcus going first, which you've already got set up, because I feel like that's gonna inform our choices.
All right, excellent. So, as you approach, as you see the undead and the demons standing in your way, the one part of the landscape that has not collapsed into this ravine is a narrow bridge, and blocking the way along that bridge is what you might describe as some kind of abyssal superweapon.
Oh no!
Who could be responsible for this?
I just glare over at a Phantom.
Dibs on the parts when we break it.
And as you see the Gorillapede asserting a display of dominance, hunkering down on the bridge, blocking the way, surrounded by the lesser demons that swarm around it like pilot fish.
Oh.
You see the Avatar of Orcus flying through the sky as the energy accumulates and as the corruption spreads from his nexus, looks down to all of you and says,
Unfortunately, I am out of mercy. I will not allow you to stop
me. He throws out his hands. All of the creatures before you undulate to his command, and combat will now begin. So, to specify for the audience's benefit, what we have done for the sake of organization, we have split all of the players up into 3 mini-teams that we will be cutting between. We also have supplied, in addition to the boons they have received in the previous episode, the aid of all of the allies that our players have collected throughout the campaign, and Orcus is invading their lair. At the top of each round, the players can pick and choose any one of 13 lair actions. When a lair action is used up, it is gone forever. So similar to if you've played the finale of Baldur's Gate 3, it's a similar mechanic to that. So, as this fight starts up, would any of you like to start this fight with a lair action?
Ben, unless you want to. I'm not tapping.
No, I'm not tapping one.
No.
All right. So, it is the avatar of Orcus's turn, and he holds up his staff of bones as necrotic abyssal energy swirls around himself and around the eyes of the skull at the scepter's tip. Energy shoots out from the staff and begins to encircle all of you. And I will need all of you to make a Constitution saving throw as he casts Circle of Death.
Oh no.
A sphere of negative energy ripples out in a 60-foot radius sphere from a point within range. Each creature must make a Constitution saving throw. A target takes 8d6 necrotic damage on a failure or half as much on a success.
That's a 19 plus 7.
So 11's definitely gonna do it, right?
Oh dear.
Yeah. 8 for me.
Oh no.
Right, you know how I said I'm using my wife's dice and they don't like me? Got a nat 1.
No.
Father, no.
14 for hide.
That's a 9.
That is a 14.
Oh, a 14, Mary? That's so interesting, because Percy got a 22.
God damn.
21 for Yarmuthan.
I hate to say it, but the DC was 23.
Oh my
No. Why did you even have us roll? Like, what?
Wait. You said that this is necrotic?
This is necrotic. Mary, Percy, Imhotep, Namun, Marlowe, and Carmilla all take half damage. Victor's resistance will be negated by the nat 1, so he and everyone else will take full damage. Okay, not too bad. That is 27 damage.
Oh, okay.
This is not the world I expected to come out to.
This was not what I was hoping to have you come back out to as well.
I must say, my love, this is bullshit.
Very much.
My face! Everything feels like my face!
And then Orcus will use his movement to begin flying towards the church. As he flies, arms sprout up from the lake of blood beneath him.
Oh no.
Well, that's disarming.
And he will continue to make his way further in towards Dracula, and that will end his turn. Alright, so now it is mini-team 2 and 3's turn. Team 1, which is the Frankenstein family and Phantom, will stay behind while the rest of you advance towards the church's outer courtyard.
We'll take care of these guys. You finish the job.
So, as each of you make your way closer to Dracula's coffin, what I will have you do is make 4 saving throws of any stat of your choice.
Dan, if I activate the Chariot Tarot card, which gives everyone a +10 to their movement speed, does that give us any boon here?
I will say that will drop it down to 3 saving throws.
Ooh!
Nice.
Keeping in mind that you will take 2d6 damage for each failure, everybody please describe how you get across and what the source of that damage is.
Gilman has a busted stat block, I just want to say.
We need it.
I'd like to flavor it as every time, like, something comes up to attack him, he just kind of gives them the puppy dog, innocent look.
So, Imhotep watches the Gill man go off and do his thing. He immediately mounts Sparkles and starts trying to, like, grab Namun and Larry with him, and as he goes, he accidentally just drops them, like, well, shit. Walk it off, you'll be fine!
I tried to be very stylish, and I run across the hands creeping out of the blood. Got caught up for a moment, but then was eventually able to make it across.
Jonathan joins the rest of the group. He's walking beside his horse, and one of these demons comes up, and he's unable to pull Quincy out of the way and gets hit.
Quincy being the name of your horse, right?
Oh, Quincy.
Yes, that's my horse.
Adorable.
So he takes the blow for Quincy. After that, swoops around, jumps on him, charges forward. Dan, because it would be really sick, and I put my best modifier with my best roll, can I use my wisdom to charge Quincy across the undead hands in the blood river?
Absolutely.
Hell yeah. He's like, okay, we can do it. If we go fast enough, we can do it. As he does that one last jump to avoid a strike of lightning behind him, he makes it into the courtyard in front of the church.
So Carmilla is going to jump up on top of the roof and start sprinting as fast as she can. And as she's doing that, her foot goes straight through one of the tiles on the roof, and she smacks into the cross on top of the church.
Oh no!
And she curses, which makes the pain worse.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Gets her foot out of the things. Oh, well, at least I didn't break a heel. And keeps running. Does a really sick flip straight over the grasping hands as they try and grab her. And absolutely rolls her ankle.
Oh no.
The heel does finally snap. This time.
So Jack, kind of following the pattern of where everyone's going, he's figuring, okay, gotta focus on the goal and get there as quick as possible. He's gonna run to the bank of what looks like that bloody river and look for a rock outcropping that is as close as he can get. And he's going to pull his newly built getaway plane and then try and shoot himself across the river. And then while that's actually happening, there's a concussive blast and kind of knocks him off course a little bit. But luckily the strength of the wire kind of holds firm. He's kind of thrown off a little bit, and like he can feel it in his wrist. It's a little sore because he was holding on so tightly. And then as he's coming in for a landing, he realizes he's not going right where he wanted to go. So he's going to kind of like brace himself a little bit and then takes a rough tumble.
Marlowe, recovering from that aura of death, is going to, because he's not in sunlight, is going to regenerate for 20 health.
Yeah.
Then is going to start sprinting forward. He runs up to the edge of the cliffside and then runs over the cliffside and walking horizontally around the bridge, avoiding all of the demons.
Oh my god.
Wow.
So good.
Hell yeah.
And then I believe that's everyone.
Hell yeah.
So now, Percy, it is your turn.
Okay. Uninterestingly, I think I am just going to dash and just go straight. I think I can get right up on our gorilla friend and his grillettes. Is that anything? That's nothing. Yeah, I'll just run right up in there.
As you are running, make an investigation check.
Ooh, investigation. Am I good at that? Not really. That is a 8.
With an 8, as you are running by, weaving in and out of these puddles of water and approaching the Gorillapede and its surrounding pool of demons, from out of a nearby pool of water, a translucent tendril will shoot out and attack you. Because you didn't spot it, make a dexterity saving throw. at disadvantage.
Okay. All right. Let's see if my new Achilles does me well. Oh no, that was a 2.
So, as you are running up, this translucent tendril, sort of like from the dream sequence in Donnie Darko,
Yes. Oh no, wait, oh no.
will shoot out of the puddle at you and will begin to slither around your new Achilles.
No.
And will grapple you as it slinks up towards your face and begins to drown you.
Oh no.
Oh, we don't like that. Oh no.
I hate that.
New fear unlocked.
So, you will take 16 necrotic damage, cut that in half to 8.
Okay, that's fine.
And then you can resume the rest of your turn. If you would like to try to escape grappling, that will take up your action to make a contested save.
Okay. I think that is a problem for next turn because I did dash to get here.
Okay.
So, well, I'm making you so proud, Victor. Please come help me. I know I can't embarrass you if I die, but please help me.
It is an embarrassment if you die, so I am going to come save you.
Yay!
All right, and I'm assuming that ends your turn?
It sure does.
All right, Victor, it is your turn.
Okay, so I do see I have a little bit of an obstruction here, but I do have the ability to hover. Can I go straight line to here?
Yeah, you can go straight line there. Make an investigation check.
Okay, I have investigation +5, so 10.
With a 10, the same thing's going to happen to you.
Oh, no.
So, hopping out of the nearby water, another one of these water oozes is going to lash out at you. You'll need to make a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage.
Okay, disadvantage, got it. All right.
Maybe poor eyesight just runs in the family, you know?
That's a total 14.
A 14 will do it. So you will be able to successfully avoid being grappled by this creature. And it is now out in the open.
My tentacles are better. Do I still have my action, Dan?
Yeah, the rest of your turn will still proceed as normal.
Okay, let me think. I think we're gonna kick things off with an enthralling mind blast.
Ooh.
Victor emits psychic energy in a 60-foot cone. Each creature in that area must succeed on a DC 17 intelligence saving throw, or take 2d6 plus 3d12 plus 5 psychic damage. A creature that fails by 5 or more is charmed and under Victor's telepathic control.
Ooh.
Whenever a charmed target takes damage, the target can repeat the saving throw, ending the effect on success.
All right, and that's going to hit every demon.
Hell yes.
Jordan will be controlling the demons since they were previously hers.
Hi.
So, Jordan, go ahead and make those saving throws.
Oh, Nelly. I might not have to do anything.
I will also include the oozes as part of that because they are within range of the blast.
Oh, amazing.
This is going to be hilarious. I'll start with the least impactful to the most impactful. So we've got some Varghoulis on the board. We're going to roll their intelligence save first. That is a 17 minus 3, 14 for the Varghouli. Then we have some Dretches, which are going to be a 5 minus 3, so a 2. Delightful, delightful. We've got some Maw demons, which will be a 12 minus 3, so, 9. Very good start. And then our ginormico Gorillapede is a nat 1. So, hey!
So literally everything failed.
Amazing.
Jesus Christ.
They're so dumb, I didn't have any hope for these guys.
How much, what was the damage again?
Okay, DC intelligence saving throw or take 26, 3d12 plus 5, psychic damage. A creature that fails by 5 or more is charmed.
Oh. Did we just get an army of demons?
Oh yeah.
Except for the Varghouli.
Which ones are the Varghouli if you were dumb?
The least impactful, as Jordan described them,
amazing.
so that's good.
They're the little flying faces. They're just screaming flying heads. That's it.
Terrifying.
So go ahead and roll that damage. You will have probably just nuked most of them off the board.
Okay,
I'm head out.
Well, I rolled poorly. I got a 2, a 3, and a 6. So that is 11 damage plus 5. So that is 16 damage.
Still impressive, honestly.
That doesn't outright kill any of them, but that deals a shitload of damage to most of them. You said the Varghuli succeeded, right?
No, they just did not fail by 5.
No, they are outright dead.
Oh no. Cool. So that the charm does not matter because they perish.
We'll call that a win.
And then the slithering tracker, as it is called, the water ooze that has Percy face hugged, will take 16 damage from that. That is going to be cut to 8 damage, and 8 of that is going to transfer to Percy.
Oh, dear.
Oh, no.
Sorry.
Ow.
And are all of the demons charmed?
Including the big one?
I think so.
Excellent.
Hey guys, I'm on your side.
Yay!
Fight the big demon up in the sky.
Yeah, go get him.
Eric's sitting in the back like, wow, all my schemes, they do just work out. Every single one.
And that is my turn, of course.
What a turn.
All right, so, Mary, it is your turn.
Teresa, bite. And I'm going to hold my action and ride Teresa into battle.
All right, excellent.
Hell yeah.
So, Phantom, it is your turn.
First, I shall slurp down my enhanced Jekyll juice.
The name brand.
All right, D6 coming at you. What does 1 do?
Healing. The drinker regains a number of hit points equal to 2d4 plus your intelligence modifier.
That is hilarious. Well, I'm at max now, so we're good. We just patched up Orcus ain't shit. I will then move most of my move distance. I thought I was going to end up further from a puddle, but I think I'm about to get face hugged.
Make an intelligence saving throw.
No!
Or not intelligence saving throw, investigation check.
Oh dear, oh dear.
15.
Dexterity saving throw at disadvantage.
No!
Well, that's a nat 1.
Oh. What was that about all your plans working out?
It was my pride before my fall.
So you are grappled. You will, because it's a nat 1, you will take 6d6 necrotic damage.
Jesus.
Ouch.
That'll be 32 damage.
Oh.
As you are drowning.
Oh dear.
Okay. Well, I should hypothetically still have my action.
You do have your action, and you can use that to attempt to escape the grapple.
I mean, I may as well.
Yeah, I think you should.
Well, my rolls are bootied trash, so maybe I should make it roll.
Ooh.
What if I just hit it with a tier 2 Dissonant Whispers?
Interesting. Please remind me what Dissonant Whispers does.
You whisper a discordant melody that only one creature of your choice within range can hear. I'm literally whispering it into its open mouth as it's face hugging me, racking it with terrible pain. The target must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 3d6. It would be 4d6 for the upcast, and must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far as its speed allows away from you. There's a bunch of stuff about how I can't make it jump into a cliff or anything or hurt itself.
But if it has to move away from you, it will have to let you go. So
yeah.
That's so good.
15 plus 2, 17.
God damn it. All right, I'm face hugged.
Oh.
Well, it doesn't have to run away or anything, but it will still take half of 4d6.
And half of that damage will still transfer to you.
Oh, god damn it.
No.
Oh, no. No.
You and the slithering tracker will both take 5 damage.
Phantom's whispering reminds me of mother. Why did I say that?
All right, and then I'm assuming that ends your turn?
Yeah, I can't do anything else. Also, I'm probably gonna die, you guys.
No.
So now it is the charmed demons' turns.
Hell yeah. Well, howdy. This was not part of the plan, so... Well, if they're charmed, do they just act friendly, or do they get told what to do?
It says a creature that falls by 5 or more is charmed and under Victor's telepathic control.
So they will follow Victor's orders.
Oh, good God, okay.
I'm free of it now.
The responsibility.
Yeah, but we have a lot of dudes kind of in the way of this bridge, and I see some more dudes at the other end of the bridge, so I think I'm going to send these dudes to go into the fray towards the back, you know what I mean? Away from us.
Mm-hmm. All right. Slither and slither and slither. I can get about yay far. And then, Dan, would you describe these like broken stony cobbles and things like that as kind of a rocky terrain?
I would say sure, because I know where you're going with this.
The Grix would like to try and hide within this rocky terrain.
Ooh.
So I will roll a stealth with advantage. They didn't do very well, but let's see. 14 for one and 9-10 for the other.
Let me just get the passive perception then for the vampire spawn at the lead. Passive perception is 13, so...
So one passes, one does not. And now for the big chomping mouths.
Yeah, for all of them, they are just going to make way for us and be like a wall that the enemies have to chew through.
Hell yeah.
That's so good.
And you know what? Maw demons, man, they love chewing. So these big, lumpy mounds of flesh, eyes, and teeth are going to wander and groan and gurgle as they make their way northward on the bridge. And that's all of them.
All right, so now it is Teresa's turn.
Okay, so Teresa is going to go up to where Percy is. Dan, for my action, can I throw the javelin as I'm riding Teresa? Can I throw the javelin at this one so I can try and free Phantom?
You can.
Okay. Does a 17 hit?
A 17 does hit.
Cool. I throw the javelin at the thing holding on to Phantom, so hopefully that lets go of Phantom. That would be, oh, sweet, 12 damage total, 6 plus 6.
All right, 6 of that damage is going to go to Phantom.
No, I'm sorry.
It's just like it's got teeth in my face and like it's like tugged. I'm like, ah! Why?
It doesn't let go? That was the whole point.
I will have it roll to maintain its grip. Contested strength check. I'm not enthusiastic about your chances because it rolled an 18.
Ooh.
Oh, 3.
Oh!
So it does not let go. So it will take 6 damage. Phantom will take 6 damage.
Oh, man.
If you look, Erik and the like leech thing are both like flopping the same like undulating way, just in different directions. Like, ah!
Oh, no. Sorry. So Teresa runs past Victor in his, and Teresa is going to go to the thing that has Percy and make a bite attack.
All right, go ahead and roll to hit.
14 to hit.
A 14 will hit.
On a hit, it's 4d12. Oh my god, 4d12 plus 7?
You're gonna kill your new baby sister.
Oops.
And 11 plus 3 is 14.
All right, so it will take 7 damage, and Percy will take 7 damage.
That's fine.
And then it's going to roll to maintain its grip.
Come on, Percy, you're stronger than I am.
I am. That is an unnatural 20 from me.
Ooh. Against a 9.
Yes!
Yes!
It loses its grip.
Oh, she like comes out just like spluttering and like coughing, like... Thanks.
And for my second attack, I am going to leap off of Teresa and hit the tentacle full on.
All right, go ahead and roll to hit.
That's a 24 to hit.
Ooh.
That will hit.
And that, boo. Oh, well, 8 damage. It's not dead, is it?
It is not dead yet.
Okay, and for my bonus action, I'm going to burn one of my rages to charge up Thunderbringer.
Ooh.
2. I rolled a 2, so 2 charges.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right, great turn.
Hell yeah.
Now it is the Udak's turn.
Okay, so I looked up when these guys would save for the charm effect, and it's supposed to be at the end of their turn. I rolled for the other demons, and none of them succeeded, but I will roll for the Udak at the end of his turn. He can just casually move 50, so we're just gonna kind of get in here, and then we're gonna do his multi-attack. And with his feature of charge, if the Udak moves at least 20 feet straight forward towards a target and then hits it with a slam attack in the same turn, the target will take extra damage. So, Udak will bite this vampire spawn, and then slam vampire spawn, and then slam the white. So, rolling to hit. The bite is 19 plus 13, so I think that's going to do it.
That's going to hit.
That will be 21 piercing damage, and the target is grappled. Escape DC is 21.
And is your bite considered magical?
No, just piercing.
So then that will be cut in half.
You got it. And I'm going to roll the hit. The 2 slams. That will be a 12 plus 13.
That's going to hit.
And 15.
A 15 will also hit.
They will each do 21 damage, so 42 bludgeoning damage, not magical.
Is that 21 to each or 42 to 1?
42 to 1. And then if he's still standing, then we will add in the charge damage because he ran 20 feet straight forward. That will be an extra 27 bludgeoning damage.
That's going to down that white.
Okay, amazing. That force of the 2 slams pushes it into the ravine towards the grabbing demonic hands down at the bottom as he's still chewing on the vampire spawn. And I will roll to see if it saves.
Oh, I'm so scared.
That is a 17.
That's a DC 17 intelligence.
So it breaks free.
Oh no.
Oh no. Hey, we got 1 turn out of it. That's a win still.
That's fine.
The Gorillapede rears back and starts beating its chest with like 6 of its arms, just sending out reverberations, and it turns to look back at all of you.
Oh boy.
So now it is the vampire spawn's turn. And the vampire spawn...
Still getting chewed on.
Still getting chewed on. The vampire spawn is going to attempt to get unchewed on. That is a 21.
21, that meets it beats.
Alright, so it is ungrappled, and it is going to attempt to use its movement
to skedaddle.
To avoid all of the other charmed demons temporarily. It is going to run using its spider climb feature along the side of the bridge.
Oh no!
And is able to make it around all of the demons and is basically standing horizontally against the underside of the bridge.
Oh, I hate that.
And that will end its turn. So now it is the other white's turn. The white is going to make 2 longbow attacks. It is first and foremost going to try to go for Victor in order to try to break his hold on the other demons. That's a nat 20.
Yay.
So that is going to be... That's going to be 9 damage, and then it's going to roll a second time for a second longbow shot. So for the 9 damage attack, I will need you to roll to maintain your concentration. DC is 10.
Okay, it looks like I've got a constitution modifier of 2, so that's not great. But hey, I rolled an 8, so we hit 10.
Alright, so you managed to hang on and maintain your concentration.
Groovy.
So all of the other demons are still charmed. That is all that this white is going to do, and that will end its turn. I am going to have the entire collective of zombies run forward and try to block out as much of this bridge as they can to hold the line. 3 of them are going to attack 2 of the charmed demons. That is a 15.
It would hit either.
Okay, so 2 attacks are going for the Maw Demon, 1 for the Grick. And I will just use the same damage for all of them.
Okay.
4 damage.
4 damage, bludgeoning. The Maw Demon will take all 4. The Grick will only take 2. There we go.
So that will end the zombies' turns. So now it is the Dretch's turn.
Hell yeah!
Oh, man.
Stinky boys! They are going to use their multi-attack. 2 attacks, 1 with bite and 1 with claw. 9, 10, 11.
And an 11 will hit.
So that will be 3 piercing and 5 slashing.
Okay, so if that ends your turn...
It does.
That brings us to the end of the round. So lightning will strike in all of the designated areas. So these 2 zombies and these 2 Dretches will each need to make a dexterity saving throw.
I got it. Well, 1 got a 6, 1 got an 18.
One got a 2, one got a nat 20.
Oh, nice. Wow. One of the zombies does a sick backflip out of the way.
So, this is the equivalent of the lightning bolt spell.
Ooh.
Because it is a bolt of lightning. So that will be 8d6 lightning damage and half as much on the successes. The nat 20 will take a quarter damage. So that is going to kill one of the zombies.
All right.
And then for the 2 dretches...
I'ma just be real with you. They both have 2 HP.
Oh, no! No!
Then, as this chaos and pandemonium is happening, and as bodies are beginning to fall into the lake of blood and hands are beginning to reach up, from out of those hands, several corpses begin to pull themselves up from the ground, amalgamating into a cluster of zombies.
I don't like that. No. Go away.
Why are you doing this to us?
You know, as a fellow cluster of corpses, I take offense to this representation. How dare.
Her culture is not your costume.
As this swarm of zombies will begin to climb itself up onto the cliffside.
It's like an undead frittata.
Damn it.
All right, so now, Phantom, go ahead and rearrange the initiative as you see fit.
Yes. All of the charmed demons, first and foremost, get their turn right up out of the way. Then, I'm gonna say Victor, Mary, Teresa, Percy, me, and then... the Udak, the undead frittata, and Orcus last. And then I guess last is all the jobber enemies against us. All the, Zambos and whatnot.
All the undead guys and gals.
Well, we've also got the face huggers and stuff, you know.
Yeah, the face huggers.
And the face huggers, the little, water boogers.
They're not to be forgotten, because one's gonna eat me.
Before we move on, does anyone want to use a lair action?
What are you thinking, guys? Does it look that desperate yet?
Not yet, but that big zombie is a little worrying.
I'm worried about you, but no.
So, now we will jump over to the Grix.
The Grix. All right, well, there's 2 of them at this point. One is gonna try and a zombo. That'll be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to hit with a tentacle attack.
10 will hit.
Okay, so then it can do its second attack with its beak, which will be an 11 plus 4. So both attacks go off. The Grick with its tentacles and beak, it's gonna slither up and jump at the zombie, wrap its tentacle around it, do 9 slashing damage with its tentacle, funny enough, and then come down with its beak and snap for 5 additional piercing damage.
Okay.
And then the one that's hiding is going to jump out, try and wrap its tentacle around the one below it. All of this happening beneath the Gorillapede, by the way. Just want to set that tone. Another 10 to hit with the tentacle. It wraps around the neck of the zombie. And 15 for the beak. So that will be another 9 and 5, 14 damage.
Ooh. Okay.
And he's no longer hiding.
Excellent. So, Dretch's turns.
Oh,
also Grix, roll to break free.
Roll to break free. Got it. Nat 20 on one of those bad boys.
No.
Feels a little wasted since it's such a little guy. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 13.
Okay, so only one of them breaks free.
Now the remaining dretches, I think I gotta, before these guys are gone, one of them is gonna use their special ability, Fetid Cloud.
Oh no.
A 10-foot radius of disgusting green gas extends out from the dretch. The gas spreads around corners and its area is lightly obscured. It lasts for 1 minute or until a strong wind disperses it. Any creature that starts its turn in the area must succeed a DC 11 Constitution saving throw or be poisoned until the start of its next turn. While poisoned in this way, the target can either take an action or a bonus action on its turn. Not both. It cannot take reactions.
Alright, so the fart cloud goes up, and it's poison damage?
It is poison damage, which all the demons are immune to.
All the undead are immune to.
Yay! So it's a problem for everyone else!
Yay!
Woo! welcome, everyone else.
Thanks. Wow.
I'm just happy to help. And then it will be the Maw Demon's turn, who will do as they do best. And these just fleshy, toothy mounds are going to jump up at the Zombo. So that is a 14.
I'll just be straight with you. The zombies have an AC of 8, so...
You got it. So they both lay down a bite attack and will each do 11 piercing damage, totaling to 22 piercing damage.
All right, that zombie is dead.
Okay. Well, one of them, since it reduced it to 0 HP, is going to take its rampage action, move 5 feet, and attack once more. And that'll be 9, 10, 11, 12. So that'll be a hit for 11 more damage.
And it's dead.
Hey! Hell yeah! Don't say I never did anything for you guys. And that's the Maw Demon's turn.
All right, Victor, it is your turn.
Okay, so I'm going to make 2 battle fist attacks at that dude on the wall. Well, that is an 18 for the first one.
An 18 will hit.
Yes.
And a 28.
Holy. Oh my god.
That is 2d10 plus 5 bludgeoning plus 4d10 psychic damage per. So let's figure out how much this is going to be.
Heck yeah.
I think I'm about to ruin someone's day.
And it's not mine.
All right, so my first hit, the bludgeoning portion is 14.
Okay, so it'll take 7.
Good, all right. And then the second attack's bludgeoning portion is 17 total, halved.
So that will round to 8.
Okay, great. 30 psychic damage for the first one.
Holy cow.
We got really good rolls on that one. And 22 for the second.
All right, it is not dead, but not good.
Not dead, but not good, I will take.
And does that end your turn?
I would say so.
All right, Mary, it is your turn.
Okay, so I have an idea. I want to get back on Teresa, and I'm going to hold my actions until I get to the frickin' frittata over here. How much is it going to cost to pick Percy up as well and have her ride on Teresa with me?
Yes! Yes!
That would cost half of her movement.
You okay with that, Percy?
Done. Let's do it. Hell yeah.
Cool. So I hop on Teresa, I lean down, I grab Percy by her arm, and I fling her behind me on the back of Teresa. I turn around her, is like, you want to impress me? Let's go kill a big fucking zombie.
I'll have your pulling Percy up onto Teresa take up your bonus action, so you will still have your action, but you won't have bonus action.
I accept those terms.
Okay, so now it is Teresa's turn.
Okay, so Teresa, she's gonna go in and take a big chop out of this monster.
All right, go ahead and roll to hit.
That's a 25 to hit.
Woo!
25 will hit.
Clickety clackety there, batty attackety. Oh, sweet Jesus! 37 points of damage.
All right, 37 damage.
I love having a dinosaur so much. Okay, so that was Teresa's attack, and I'm going to use the remaining half of my movement to leap off with Thunderbringer, and I'm going to make my attacks against it.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit.
Okay, first attack, 16 to hit.
A 16 will hit.
For damage, that is going to be a 6 plus 7, 13 damage for the first hit.
All right, 13 damage.
Second attack is unnatural 20 to hit.
That will hit.
Divine Smite.
Here we go.
And you know what? With this second attack, I'm going to burn my first ever second level spell slot.
Oh my goodness.
Question, is this technically a fiend or an undead?
This is undead.
So does that mean it's 4d8?
That means it's 4d8.
Oh my gosh.
There you are. Oh boy. Oh boy. 4d8 damage. 20 damage total.
All right. So it'll take another 20.
Heck yeah.
I love this legendary weapon.
And as you're making contact with Thunderbringer, you are knocking corpses out of the mound and swarm that are falling back over the cliffside into the blood river.
Now that's shoddy craftsmanship.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. All right, Percy, it is your turn.
Well, I think Percy picks her jaw up off the fucking floor because despite her angst, I think she has been watching just slack-jawed. And she kind of takes a minute, kind of cracks her neck, and is like, right, you want impressive? I'll show you impressive. And hops off of Teresa. And so the first thing I would like to do, I get 3 attacks. And as a battle master, I can use some cool maneuvers. Ooh. So I would like to use one maneuver to do Distracting Strike, where on a hit, I add 1d10 damage. And then the next attack against the enemy will have advantage.
All right.
Let's hope I hit. Ooh, that's a 16 plus 7. So that's amazing.
That will hit.
So I add a d10 plus my other d6. So that is... Oh, and what's this? Because I have great weapon fighting style, when I roll a 1 or a 2 on a damage die, I can re-roll it. So yes! Okay. So that's 14 damage for the first attack. And for this next attack, I will have advantage. And I have a question for you. One of my other battle maneuvers is maneuvering attack, where I would add an additional d10 to damage, and then an ally of your choice can use their reaction to immediately move half their speed. Could I interpret that as being able to give Phantom an extra chance to immediately, get ungrappled?
I will allow that.
Ooh. Amazing. Beautiful man, here you go. That one's for you. So I will burn another battle maneuver to attack with advantage for my maneuver. Ooh, that's an 18 plus 7, so that'll hit. 20 damage. Ooh. Fabulous.
And
Fabulous.
Describe your killing blow as you fell this swarm of zombies.
Yes. Okay. So she has really big shoes to fill in this magic shit that Mary is doing, but Percy has mastered her craft. Every move is perfectly choreographed, perfectly practiced. If there is an ounce of imperfection, Victor will find it, but in this one blow, there is none. She gives a flourish of her great sword and just impales the thing. I imagine through 3 subsequent heads of aligned corpses and just skewers it. And as she pulls out the momentum, she does almost like a ballerina spin, and that momentum sends the rest of the corpses plummeting over the edge.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Now that's what I made you for.
All right, excellent. And you still have one more attack.
Well, can Phantom try to get out first? Because then I can't move.
I will go ahead and let you know, though, if that get out plan works. I can roll that now, just for your peace of mind.
I would love that. Please.
I cannot believe this. Marissa, thank you. I rolled a nat 20.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
And I was already planning the flavor for how this was going to work, and now I hate it. Now I don't like how successful it is. The facehugger thing's chewing on Eric's face, and he's like, oh no, oh god, well what if, and then he bites it and starts sucking on the inside of its mouth, and it's what? And it backs the fuck off.
All right, go ahead and deal it a d10 of necrotic damage as you bite it back with your nat 20.
Oh fuck, it's a 10! Oh, what is this turn? What are these rolls?
I hate it. It's really good.
You're gonna hate it more. Heal for 10.
Oh no!
Oh my god!
What the heck, dude?
Eric has developed a taste for blood.
He became the vampire.
Oh no. He's gonna be trying to seek out oozes from here on out. Just
I will say, don't try that again, but...
No, it was just for flavor the first time.
And what flavor it was.
Ooh, it probably tasted like volcano salt. Really intense and penetrating, but ooh, medicinal.
Can you just kill it? And for my third attack, I will burn one more battle maneuver to do Commander Strike, where I will use up my bonus action to give one of my attacks to an ally who can see and hear you. They immediately use their reaction to attack and add 1d10 to their damage.
Holy shit.
Damn.
Percy.
Yeah, Percy's cool, man.
Rocky start, but great recovery.
Yes.
That will be a 17 to hit.
A 17 will hit.
All right, let's go. So I've got, let's see here, a d8 plus 2 and then plus a d10. Oh my. That will be 12 damage for the visuals. Erik hears the call out and he salutes and he looks for his sword, but it was the C# that actually received the bonus, and it just goes ahead and attacks the slime.
All right, and that's going to kill it.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yes. Things are looking up.
What a turn, my god.
All right, Phantom, it is your turn.
Mary!
Yeah.
I have a plan, but I'm gonna need you to hit me with the fastball special because I need to get up on the Gorillapede's back.
What?
What?
I mean, I could spoil it, but I feel like it's way more cool if you just help me out. However, until then, Wall of Light.
Yeah.
It's a personal favorite. Also, its range is 120 feet, so I don't have to fucking move.
Damn.
I don't have to move a muscle. Ooh. Let me just go ahead and draw my preferred line.
Just straight bisecting the Gorillapede.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
And what is the saving throw?
Constitution.
All right, let's go, Udak. Nat 20.
Silvery barbs.
Oh.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Advantage, Percy.
You did already use your reaction.
Oh, that's right. Never mind.
Oh, shit.
I can't. Aw. Udak's
Sorry.
fine. That's wild. I never use my reactions on shit. That's wild.
All right, well then, nat 20 for Udak.
And then that's also, I believe, going to get both of the zombies, which are just going to be instantly fried.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
All right, so that was your action, was the Wall of Light.
Yep, and then Eric's gonna look over like, did that kill any of you? Orcus, you dead? Okay. I don't think he died. I'm gonna go to kind of like here. I'm running onto the first bridge.
Watch out for the face hugger over there.
It's fine. Oh, we've been well acquainted, kind of. And then, looking into the reflection of himself in the C#, the healing word for himself, Erik.
Oh.
And I'm gonna heal.
Oh.
Ooh, 12. Ooh, spicy.
All right. It is the Udak's turn.
The Udak, with its 4 eyes, is going to train them on Victor, who charmed them, and is going to, like, beeline it towards Victor. Dan said be mean. I'm going to stop here. We're going to take a little quick break, and we're going to do a slam attack into Erik.
I've got a new and improved AC. I'm not worried about it.
That's true. And, you know, I rolled a 4 plus 13.
Oh my god. Plus what? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What was nothing.
What'd you say?
That would be 17 to hit.
Well, yeah, of course. It hits, for sure.
Okay. So that will be 21 bludgeoning.
Is that a comma and then more?
DC 21 strength save throw, please, and thank.
Oh no. Oh no.
That's gonna be a no on the strength throw.
You are pushed 20 feet as well.
Oh.
Which direction? What? Wait.
Off the side of the bridge into the blood pit below.
Which that will be a 30-foot drop.
No.
So that will be 3d6 bludgeoning damage for the fall.
No. Oh my god.
Good thing he healed.
Very good thing he healed.
There's a sickening crunch. Erik lands. Dead man's float just like back up out of the blood water.
No.
He's only down.
He's not dead, but he is down.
There goes the Wall of Light.
God damn it. All right. And well, hey-oh, we can get up to Victor.
No, there's more.
There's more. It's gonna be another slam. That'll be a 19, and I believe that would hit, so that would be 21 bludgeoning.
Okie dokie.
Oof. And then he's going to bite for 19 plus 13, and you are grappled within the fangs of the Gorillapede.
Okay, so it was 2 total hits, right?
Yes.
Okay, against the slam, I'm going to use my reaction telekinetic deflection as a reaction to being hit with an attack. Victor halves the damage dealt against him.
Sweet.
Very good.
So that 32 becomes a 16.
Okay.
And then you are still grappled. Go ahead and make another concentration save. Still DC 10.
All right, making my Constitution saving throw.
Come on, Victor.
Fuck yeah, I rolled a 19. Okay.
All right, everything stays charmed.
Good.
Ooh.
Also, ow.
But yes, you are betwixt the Gorillapede's fanged maw, and that will end its turn.
All right, so now it is Orcus's turn. He is going to hold up his staff, and it is going to swirl with necrotic energy, and he's going to multi-attack, firing 3 necrotic bolts, 2 against Mary, 1 against Percy.
Okay.
The lowest of the 3 was an unnatural 20.
Oh. All right.
So 2 of them are going to hit Mary, 1 of them is going to hit Percy. So that will be 29 necrotic damage per bolt. Both of you are resistant to necrotic, so round it down to 14. So that'll be 14 damage to Percy, 28 to Mary.
All right.
Yikes. Okay.
After lashing out with those bolts of necrotic energy, he is going to grimace and say,
It's not too late to give up. Leave me to do my work.
And then he is going to take the remainder of his movement to continue on to the next map and leave.
Oh, no.
So now it is the Slithering Crackers, which, let me see, they're not really in a position where they can attack anything.
Oh, darn.
But what I will say is 2 of them are going to pop out of the puddles and begin to make a move on the flesh golems and the T-Rex skeleton.
Not that I'm encouraging you by any means, but isn't there one pretty close to me?
There is, but you are currently in the mouth of a kaiju.
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Quote-unquote safely out of reach.
Yeah.
So that's all they are going to do is get in position to attack. So now it is onto the white, which is going to attempt to still make its longbow attacks at Victor.
From inside the mouth?
Which I believe that will be disadvantage. I have to look up grapple rules real quick. Ranged attacks, grappling. A grappled creature has the grappled condition. Cool, thanks.
Thanks.
I'm just going to say the attack will have disadvantage.
That seems reasonable.
It will fire off 2 longbow arrows. 21 would be the disadvantage, so that one will hit. For its second one, that is a 6 and a 16. So only one of them will hit.
Okay, great.
3 damage, and then concentration save. DC 10.
Okay, 14.
Okay, you are still good.
Lucky thing, that.
That will end the white's turn. The vampire spawn is going to try to regain some health from that attack. So, running into the stink cloud, going after one of the dretches, it's going to make a bite attack. 24 to hit.
Oh, that'll hit. Do you do more than 2 damage to it?
Yes.
Oh, you did.
And she will regain 2 health.
Awesome. Delicious.
And she's going to claw at the other dretch. An 18 plus 6.
Oh, that'll hit.
And at minimum, it will kill it.
Uh-oh, he did.
Now it is the zombie's turn, which I think there's only 1 zombie left.
One lone survivor.
It's going to dash, and that'll end its turn. So now we're back around to the lair actions. The lightning will strike.
Oh, no.
I think lightning strikes the Udak.
Yes, it does. It is sitting on top of the lightning. So...
Good.
And I'm inside of it, so does that mean I take it too?
No.
Yes, you would. It's a dexterity saving throw. You would automatically fail because you're pinned in its mouth.
But what if the Udak succeeds, though?
If the Udak succeeds, you will both take half damage.
Hey, all right, let's.
I have so many more confounding questions. I know the Udak's big, but it's technically standing in a puddle.
So yeah, this would be double damage.
And I would say that technically Victor is not puddle wet in the same way that, you know, the Gorillapede would puddle wet, so is only one of them vulnerable?
No, but I'm mouth wet.
Oh, gee, oh my god.
It was a save 15 from Gorillapede Udak.
A 15 will do it. It will be normal damage to both of you, not doubled. So that will be 24 lightning damage.
Okay.
Okay. Any lair actions?
I mean, it is looking a little grim. Do we want to?
I was going to ask, do we want to use Gonzo, the blessings from Stratford?
But then it's gone forever.
I hate to take that from Carmilla. Yeah. Maybe just the cavalry. We could take the Modron and crew, and maybe just the action economy will help out.
It's that, or I let loose my Victor nuke and hit the Udak that's currently chewing on me, the zombie, and the creepy crawlies in the area.
I have a question. You have a what?
You know, the Victor nuke.
The Victor nuke?
Yeah.
The brain blast.
Oh, yeah.
A Victor nuke.
Yeah, that feels thematically appropriate.
Yeah, that works.
Because I feel like this would be the time when I would probably use it.
Yeah, fucking sounds good to me.
Yeah, let's do it.
Self-preservation.
All right, Mind Blast. Creatures of your choice within a 40-foot cube must succeed on a DC 18 intelligence saving throw or take 5d10 plus 5 psychic damage and be stunned for 1 minute. A target can repeat the saving throw at the end of its turns, ending the effect on itself on a success.
This will hit everything. So, using and removing from the list the Victor lair action, Mind Blast. That will be an intelligence save from everything.
All right, well,
Fail.
Wait, do we have to roll or no?
It is creatures of Victor's choice.
Okay, cool.
no, you guys are, unless Victor decides.
I was about to say, that's still on the table.
So 14 from Udak.
Nothing on my end rolled above a 15, so I think everything failed that save.
Yeah, I think that's our bar.
So 37.
Plus 5.
That is not going to kill the white. Vampire spawn's dead, Dretch is dead, zombies are dead, maw demons are dead. That is going to exactly kill these slithering trackers.
Okay.
All right.
So we are down to 1 white and 1 Udak.
All right.
Okay. Oh my god.
That is a much more manageable turn order. So, Phantom, feel free to rearrange this how you will.
Is the Udak stunned, as per the Mind Blast?
I believe so.
And the white as well?
Yes, they will both be stunned.
Sick. So go ahead and put them right at the top of the turn order. I don't care. They can't do shit anyway. And then I will go Teresa, Percy, Mary, Victor, and then myself.
Okay. So, the Udak will roll to break free of the stun. It can't do anything this turn other than try to save.
Okay, and it's intelligence save?
Yep, it's repeating the intelligence save at DC 18.
It fails because it got an 18 and it has a -4 intelligence, but it does recover 20 HP.
What?
Excuse?
Well, you don't do anything. It just sit there.
Oh, it's done plenty enough this turn. Let's not kid ourselves.
Set it on fire.
And the white's turn. So it's going to roll to break free of the stun. That is a 15, so it does not break free. So its turn will be skipped. It is Teresa's turn.
So Teresa is just going to look over at the Udak and go, dinner. And she is going to chomp chomp.
Heck yeah, please do.
She's going to be chomping. 16 to hit.
16 will not hit Gorillapede.
Its hide is too tough.
Okay, she doesn't chomp.
Okay, so then it is Percy's turn.
All right. Well, seeing my T-Rex friend just run off into the fight without me, I will run after her and get to the Udak. And I will, first of all, use my bonus action to Second Wind. Second Wind regained 1d10 plus 11 hit points. I can use that once per rest, and now seems to be the time. So that's a 9 plus 11. That's 20.
Yeah, that's 20.
Amazing. Okay, I majored in books, not numbers. So Okay, perfect. So that's my bonus action. So for my attacks, can I do, if I burn a battle maneuver, could I do a maneuvering attack to see if Victor can get another opportunity to escape?
I would say sure.
Perfect. Don't worry, Papa. Here I come. All right, so let's see if this hits. 14 plus 7, so that's that number.
That will hit.
Amazing. Okay, so I add a d10 to my 2d6s. That'll be 12 damage for that one.
12 damage. Is this a magical weapon?
I don't think so.
So then that will be 6 damage.
Boo! Dad, I want a better sword for my birthday.
I'll get on that in a year.
Oh, so then for my second attack, I will just have that as normal. Ooh, natural 20!
Ooh, that's a crit.
Kick its ass.
Okay, and that was a 1, and because I fight good, I can reroll that damage dice. Okay. 18 damage.
Very good.
All right, so that's another 9.
All right, less fun when you put it that way. And then for my third attack, let's just do this one again. That's only a 4. But I will then action surge to get 1 extra attack, which I will burn my last battle maneuver and use a distracting strike, where if it hits, I can add a d10 to damage, and then the next attack against it will have advantage.
Very good.
Okay.
Battlemaster's so fun.
It's so cool. So that is a 13 plus 7.
That will hit.
That'll do it.
Amazing. Yes, Percy. Redeem yourself in front of your family. That was a 10, a 3, and a 1, which I get to re-roll, which is now a 2. That's fine. 15 damage.
15.
All right, so that'll be 7.
All right.
My turn is super done.
That's still a pretty substantial amount of damage.
All right, and then Victor gets to try to escape.
Now he's stunned. Does that give me any kind of advantage?
Yeah, you will make that with advantage then.
Come on, Dad.
The DC is 21, but you'll have this with advantage.
DC 21. Oof, okay. Nat 20 on the first roll.
I will say with a nat 20, you can use your reaction to immediately counterattack.
Okay, and that gets advantage too from the maneuver, right?
Yes!
Okay, I gotta pick Battle Fist or Tentacle Slap. Let me think. You know, we're gonna go Battle Fist, because if I get a crit, then I want to grapple him back.
Hell yeah, dude. Oh my god.
Rolling for hit, it's plus 10 to hit. My first roll is a 17, so that's 27 to hit.
A 27 will hit.
But my second roll with advantage, my second roll was a 1, so we're keeping the 17.
Yeah.
All right, the 17 will hit.
Okay, total of 20 bludgeoning.
Okay, and I believe your Battle Fist is considered magical.
Should be.
Heck yeah.
So it will take the full 20. All right, so now it is...
No, I'm still doing the psychic damage.
Oh, Oh, that's right, I forgot.
Victor's kind of scary. I'm not gonna lie.
27 psychic.
Woo! All right.
All right. Yeah, Victor is no joke.
You are not on my level. I just basically ripped myself out of his jaws and in midair slammed the Battle Fist into his teeth.
Mary, it is your turn.
First things first, I go into a rage.
Let's fucking go.
Yes.
Let's thunder this bitch right here.
It can't dodge this, so I'm rolling in case of nat 1.
Okay.
That is a 12, so this will just hit as normal.
It's going to take 7 damage from that.
Okay.
And I'm going to take Thunderbringer, and I am going to bring Thunderbringer right on its head. And these attacks get advantage, correct?
Yes, they do, because it is stunned.
Alright, let's see what we got. 25 to hit.
A 25 will hit.
I'm going to burn a first level spell slot for Divine Smite.
And this is a fiend.
So that means it gets 3. $12 plus 7, 19 damage on my first attack.
Let's go.
And that was just attack number 1. Attack number 2 is coming right up. Nat 20!
Hell yes.
Oh my god!
Nat 20 Divine Smite level 2.
Oh my god!
I am going to fuck this motherfucker. Oh.
Yes!
Okay. So regular, that would be, oh my god, is that 8d8?
Plus the damage from the actual hit. So that is 10d8 plus 9 for your total damage.
Oh, my sweet baby.
And we're all out here glazing Victor.
Yeah. Jesus.
Listen.
+1, +1, +1. Oh, well.
47 plus 9, 56 points of damage.
Holy
hot potato.
On that last
my
divine
God.
smite.
Describe your killing blow.
Oh my god!
You should have done what we asked you to do and kill that monster.
As I bring the hammer down on his head, just out of nowhere, a divine lightning bolt comes down from the heavens, strikes Thunderbringer, and drives the hammer so deep that a crater is created from the impact, and this skull just concaves, and this huge shockwave just explodes, and the Uldak is just lying there motionless, and you hear the rolling thunder fades out into the silence as the rain finally starts to fall once more.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
I have chills. Holy shit!
We may have underestimated you.
All right, and I'm assuming that ends your turn.
Yes, it does.
All right, Victor, it's your turn. There's one more paralyzed white.
All right, Victor is going to position himself up here using his 30 speed. This should be within range. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to make a ranged attack with my Battle Fist against the white. So that's 13 for my first roll for my first swing. And that is an 11, so we're keeping the 13 with a plus 10 to hit is 23.
That will hit.
And then my second attack with advantage, that is 15 plus 10, 25 to hit.
25 will also hit.
Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. And that's still my Battle Fist, so that's 2d10 plus 5 bludgeoning and 4d10 psychic. So I shall now do the math.
Don't even bother with the math. Describe your killing blow.
All right, so the first Battle Fist strike kind of lashes out telekinetically under my psychic power, and it delivers an uppercut to this white, just driving right into its chest, bringing it up into the air so it's airborne, and like right as it hits the apex of its launch in the air, the Battle Fist comes down from above and just pulverizes it straight into the earth. Just 1, 2, up, down.
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah!
Excellent. And you are out of combat. Somebody save Phantom.
Yes, please, please.
I can hover, so I can go in and retrieve him.
I'll do lay on hands. I will give him 20 hit points back.
Did I get him?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got him.
Yeah! Hell yeah! And then Erik will stand up and he'll hug Mary, and it's disgusting. It is so covered in blood cocktail. You can just smell it. It's awful. Man, Eric's just like, hug it all tight. It's seeping into your clothes, into your stitches.
Okay.
But he can't tell. He's just like, oh, hell yeah, buddy.
And I hug him back. I'm like, seriously, how many times do we have to tell you to stop going down?
I'm not trying.
I know.
Let's go kick Orcus's ass, yeah, with everybody else?
1 second. He takes a real big sigh of relief, looks over to Teresa, goes over, pets her snout, and looks over at Percy and goes, so, everything you ever wanted?
Percy, in like true fangirl fashion, will like take her sword, plant it into the ground, and like take a knee as like a knight giving honor to a like more esteemed warrior. I don't think she says anything. I think she just kind of lets the gesture speak for itself, because that was, I mean, she's only been alive for 11 days, but the most raddest shit she has ever seen in her life.
Mary looks and recognizes the gesture, approaches her and says, you never need to bow to me. And he pulls her up brushes her shoulders and says,
"You did fantastic out there."
Thank you. And I think she very hesitantly goes to try to hug Mary. I don't think she's ever been hugged before, but seeing the emotion between him and Phantom, I think she very, very hesitantly just kind of loops her arms around him in an embrace.
And Mary is a little bit shocked at this, kind of realizing the awkwardness a little bit.
Victor is uncomfortable.
He gives Percy a hug.
"You are going to be... Actually, no, you're not going to be. You are an excellent fighter."
Percy grins. And then she turns back to Victor and gestures at the hammer. "So can I have one of those? Can I do
Yes,
that?"
Absolutely. Yes.
And Mary goes to approach Victor, and instead of a hug, he outstretches a hand.
"We would not have gone as far as we did without your help. And I hope you know that I am eternally grateful. And thank you."
We couldn't have done this without you either. And I may have been harsh to you in the past, but I think I was facing my own imperfections, my own insecurities. I think from now on you'll be a good influence on Percy.
I hope so.
Things may never be perfect between us, but maybe they can get better.
That's all I hope for.
I take his hand in my battle fist.
Yes.
And we have a good, nice handshake.
So are you coming to Thanksgiving?
We are the outcasts, the misfits you might say. We deal with the nightmares that you run away from every single day. We know the world is a gruesome little place, but us outsiders, we've developed quite a taste for the grisly and morbid, the ghastly and the horrid. We know it's awful dreadful, but we like it. Just another haunted night, shrouded with unearthly fright. So when you're oh so terrified, you know who to call. The world is falling apart, we'll never take it to heart. Some monsters and creatures and spirits and specters and all, let's all have a ball.
So, using a T-Rex's movement, which, Ben, I will send you that stat block. I appreciate your guys' patience.
Oh, no, I'm having a blast.
The longer it takes, the longer I don't get absolutely murked by a jobber, just eaten by a basic bitch enemy.